against the Bears. I will discuss right now what is going on, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. The voice is still a little raspy, but I will be okay. I was definitely swarming on Sunday night football, tailgating and all the logistics, and then being at the game and yelling and screaming and being obnoxious and annoying because, that's just what fans do. And damn it, I'm one of the best at being obnoxious and annoying, and I love it. I wear that proudly. I'll tell you that right now. So while y'all at it, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Currently, I believe we're 9.54 or something like that. So I appreciate every single one of y'all that has liked, commented, and subscribed. So y'all know the drill, man. Do y'all's thing. Get down in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feeling about Tank Dell. Because Tank Dell is being forgotten in this offense. And maybe I'm overreacting. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm overreacting or not. But this week 2 performance was super underwhelming. And what really highlighted it was Tank Dell's box score. Take a look at Tank Dell's box score. He had 1 catch, and I believe it was like -2 yards. He had more receiving yards than flip that. He had more rushing yards than receiving yards. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a problem. That is a problem. He had 3 carries for 16 rushing yards. And I'm looking at you, Bobby Slowick. I do not like how you are using Tank Dell. I do not understand what you are doing with number 3, Tank Dell. I cannot figure it out. Because last year, ladies and gentlemen, and I mentioned this in the reaction video on the Victory Monday, which was yesterday, I mentioned that Bobby Slowick seems to have forgotten what Tank Dell was. Because last year, ladies and gentlemen, Tank Dell was one of the underrated wide receivers coming out of the NFL draft. He killed the DBs in the Senior Bowl. And he had all these pre-draft conversations. And the biggest worry was his height and weight. Understandable. I watched his whole career at Houston, and he was amazing. There was no doubt in my mind that guy right there could line up outside as a traditional wide receiver. Had no doubt about it. I've seen him do it too many times. He routes up the DBs. One of the best. He can do it for sure. The Houston Texans, though, yes, drafted him. Yes, we know the story. Draft me. Okay, no problem. CJ wanted me. Okay, cool. End the story. Move on. Last year, Tank Dell showed the NFL and the Houston Texans that, yeah, I could line up traditionally as an outside wide receiver and eat. And eat did he do. I mean, my goodness. He was on pace to, I want to say 1,100, 1,300 yards last year before he got injured. He would have been 1,000-yard wide receiver as a rookie. Him and CJ just had that connection last year. And now it seems like the script is flipped because heading into year 2, the addition of Stephon Diggs, fantastic. Love that you have a trio of wide receivers, the best trio of wide receivers in the NFL. Bobby Slowick has gone back to the pre-draft conversations with Tank Dell usage. And he's using him like a gadget guy. And I dislike this. I hate it. Bobby Slowick needs to turn that shit around. He needs to turn that shit around. Because Tank Dell ain't no gadget guy. All right? Yeah, you can use him in these end rounds and stuff. He had 3 carries for 16 yards. It felt like he did an end round with Tank Dell like 7, 8, 9 times. It just seemed like to ad nauseum. It was so like, oh, man, we're doing another end round? Like, come on, man. What happened to using Tank Dell as an X receiver and having him cook and having him do his thing? There was a connection between CJ and Tank that we're now seeing between CJ and Nico Collins. Because when the play broke down, it was, where's Tank? And now it's Nico Collins. I don't got a problem with that. But my bigger issue is when he has 1 catch for -2 or -3 yards. What are we doing here, Bobby Slowick? You got pressure. Lady, let me tell you, Bobby, you got pressure on yourself, man. The fans know that Bobby Slowick has pressure on him. What is that pressure? He's supposed to be the next head coach of blank team. And this year is supposed to be where he proves that he is a legitimate offensive coordinator, where he can place himself into the shoes and wear that hat that says head coach of XYZ team. Yesterday, Sunday, excuse me, that performance didn't do it. You dropped 19 points with the offensive firepower you got. Tank Dell's got to be used better, man. Tank Dell is so much of a weapon. You are not using him correctly. Use him the way you did last year. What's wrong with Stephon Diggs going in the slot or Nico in the slot? There ain't no problem with that. Let Tank cook. Put him back as a traditional X wide receiver. Have him eat them DB's ankles, cross them up, route them up, do his thing. Number 3 is a legit superstar in the making. I will definitely say that again. Number 3, Tank Dell, to me, is a legitimate superstar in the making. Maybe that's some bias coming out on my end because I'm a huge Houston Cougar fan, and I'll agree. I'd probably admit that. There's some bias there. There's not some. There's a lot, and I will laugh at that. But we got to use Tank Dell wisely. We got to use him more correctly and put him in better situations with him and CJ Stroud. Bobby Slowick, this one's on you, brother. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.